The Prentice Alsop Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
And this portion of the Coaches Show brought to you by the law offices of John Day, providing superior legal representation to injury victims and their families. Find out more at johndaylegal.com. John Dinkins here, along with Slone Starkey, the head coach of the Stewarts Creek Lady Redhawks. And before we talk about the game last night, your district, pretty tough. I mean,
pretty tough.
You've faced all the guys that you're going to face coming up.
Right.
Again, tell me, is it just? I know Cookville's tough, Lebanon's tough. I mean,
yeah,
it's a powerhouse district.
According to BCAT, Cookville and Lebanon both are in the top 10 of 4A. So yeah, two extremely good teams, well coached. Both coaches highly respected. Been in the game for a long time. So yeah, good teams.
And it's going to be at Lebanon, the region
at
tournament.
Lebanon.
So that gives a little bit, I would think,
Definitely
bit of advantage.
an advantage to Lebanon.
Let's talk about the game last night. You had to have it. The loser goes home. And I don't know, a really good, really, really talented Rockville team. Yeah. One of the elite in the district here.
Yeah. And
the Rutherford County district, I guess you would call it, sort of. But the game plan I thought you had with them last night was really good. I thought the defense was I know offensively you played well, but I really think it started with that defense. You kept that 3-point out of their repertoire last night,
right.
And they struggled from the outside, and I think it was the defense that did a lot of that.
Yeah, defense definitely helped. We got to show some love to Coach C. Coach C is the one that has recommended the type of defense that we're using right now. And honestly, it's a defense that I don't have a ton of experience with. I've always been man-to-man, and that definitely needs to be our calling card, being able to guard man-to-man. But Coach C has recommended this defense that we're using right now, and it's been very effective.
And they haven't really totally, I guess, had a lot of time to plan that, have they? I mean, it didn't start. You didn't do it at the beginning of the year, but
that also needs to be mentioned. Man, huge respect to Coach Lyons and the girls at Rockville. They played their hearts out, and to go split with Blackman 1-1, and then to just have an absolute battle for the championship game at Blackman, and then have to turn around and play Stewarts Creek. That's tough. That's a tough road. So huge respect to Coach Lyons and the Rockville girls. Number 10, number 4, Jade and Amaya Nash, man, those girls are really, really good. And they, like I said, they poured their heart out against Blackman. And I know Jade probably was not herself last night. She took a spill at the end of the game against Blackman and hit her head pretty hard on the floor. So she didn't start last night. And you could just tell she just wasn't herself. So, yeah.
What surprised me a little bit was you ran up and down the floor with them.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't, when I see you guys, I don't really think of you that way, but
right.
Because you've got two bigs that can get down the floor, and I think that was a little bit surprising, and did really well doing that.
Well, Cam has worked hard on our guard skills, so she's showing some things that she can handle the ball in the open court. And she can make some moves outside the paint that are fun to watch. But we've had this discussion with the girls about how fast do we want to play. And so far we've played just about every tempo you can play. We've played so fast that we've kind of lost control and turned the ball over a little bit. But then we've also played extremely slow, possession by possession, walking the ball up the floor. And last night was a good balance between the two. And our girls are starting to understand the flow of the game and how to push the tempo, and then recognizing moments where, okay, it's time to slow down and execute. And we did that really well.
I could hear you on the sidelines last night telling them when to slow it down. You kind of sensed when they were doing that. I can name some people here. Izzy had a good game last night. He had 12 in the first half.
Yes.
And really kind of messed up their defense a little bit, I think, because I don't think they were expecting that. And she one reverse or something she made that it was just really
under the
unbelievable.
basket, left hand under. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And I know you're happy with her progress because I know she had a little at the beginning of the year learning the system and learning the girls and that kind of thing, and only having the 1 year, but. Boy, she's come on. Yeah,
she's just intelligent. Her basketball IQ is through the roof, and so not only that, her skill is through the roof as well. And so if we get situations where a team are trying to pressure us, she has no problem handling that at all. So when we spread the defense out, that's where she's best, and she's good in transition. She makes the right decision, and then she can get downhill and finish. So.
I was so impressed with the way she dishes the ball. She'll penetrate and then dish.
Yeah.
You've got a girl that can do that.
Yeah.
You're way ahead of the game. And I know she dished off to Bernard, and then Bernard canned like 4 threes last night. That was huge.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had teams kind of pack it in on us. So when we're able to hit the three-point shot, that makes a huge difference for us, and we did that last night.
And then I'm going to mention Layla Wilder. I love the way she plays. She could have 25 points or she could have 10 points.
Yeah.
There's no difference. You can't tell. You can't tell by her expression.
Yeah.
What kind of game she's having.
Exactly.
But she does all those little things so well, and rebounding and helping bring the ball up the floor. I mean, it's just those little things that you don't have to worry about. She's going to do it.
Yeah, she needs no motivation to play well. It doesn't matter what's going on. She's going to play hard, and she's going to play well no matter what. And that's nice as a coach to be able to focus on the game and not have to worry about whether your players are focused or want to play or going to give effort. That's never the case with Layla. She's going to show up every single night. And she was actually sick last night, and you couldn't even tell. If we had shoot around, I thought, okay, Layla, maybe you need to just sit down and just relax to be ready. But she'd tell me, no, I'm okay.
I don't know how you could tell because she just really doesn't feed anything to it.
When she's coughing her lung up, you'll tell. But
know.
You're right. Emotionally, she's stone faced and she's ready to play at all times. So
big win, and I wanted to mention Maynard. You got in a little foul trouble. Cam got in foul trouble, but Maynard came off the bench. And I think it was like 6 or 7 rebounds in a row. She just went up over and grabbed it and brought it down. Didn't score a lot, but you didn't really need that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a critical point of the game because you had about a 8-10 point lead, and then it got down, and then Cam went out, but then you gained points to go in by halftime by 5 or 6, and those were critical minutes that Ward wasn't playing.
Yeah. So like I said, it's fantastic to have players that come off the bench that are ready to play, and Amira definitely fits that category. Layla, she looks up to Layla. Amira looks up to Layla a lot. And so Amira sees Layla always ready to play and always going to play hard, and that's how Amira approaches the game as well. So it's nice to be able to sub a girl like Amira in the game for any situation and know she's going to bring all she has. But rebounding has always been impressive with Amira. She goes and gets it.
It's unbelievable. She's not that big. I mean, she's good size, but
some
she's
girls
not.
Just have a knack to go get the ball, and that's her.
I look at her and I see Nash for Rockville, and I'm going similar players. Maybe one's just a little younger than the other one.
Exactly.
Coach, we're talking to Slone Starkey, the head coach of the Stewarts Creek Redhawks. You're in the region. Here we go.
Region.
You got. And here's the lineup: Blackman. You've got Blackman, Lebanon, Cookeville, and you.
That's right.
It's a pretty tough task, and we mentioned that early. But do you feel like you might have a little advantage because you have actually played all these teams?
It is refreshing to not have to go, hunt down film and develop a scouting report. I mean, we've got 3 scouting reports already developed on Lebanon, and we split with Cookeville during the district regular season, beat them at our place, so we know how to beat them. But again, we got to focus all on Lebanon right now. We can't get too far ahead of ourselves, but it is refreshing to know that your girls know how to beat a certain team. So we kind of have a good idea of what we need to do. It's just a matter of executing it perfectly, pretty much.
And the games are at Lebanon.
The games are at Lebanon.
You've been there before, so that's not a new thing either. So I think that helps. Have you girls basketball in this state? it's unbelievable how many
It
towns
is.
you got. Your Bradley Central over there, you got Cleveland, and that's another 2 teams waiting on you too.
Yeah.
I don't know what we can attribute that to, but we're really fortunate to be able to see that is going to be one great region tournament.
Yeah, it really is. And my guy Kerry Malone, the voice, is going to be calling the games, and he's familiar to us. He's kind of almost an assistant coach for us, so he has a great relationship with the girls. So, to have that familiarity with the voice at the game is going to be helpful to us, and we're going to need everything we have because at Lebanon is just an incredible environment. So,
and it'll be our first radio game at Lebanon, so we're looking forward to that as well.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, and the brand new gym, or not brand new, but new.
Yeah, it definitely it has a brand new feel to it for sure.
The what do you feel like is the key to this tournament? In other words, what do you feel like you girls are going to have to do?
I've said
take it
since the beginning of the year, we have all the right pieces to be one of the best teams in the state of Tennessee. So I don't want to put too much focus on our opponents necessarily. Obviously, we need to be prepared, but like I told the girls last night, if you can be focused and be disciplined for 32 minutes, we are an unbelievable team. So if we can just have faith in that and believe in ourselves, and Camden Ward is a catalyst to that. She is such a leader for us, and if Camden Ward is locked in and focused and being a leader, we're really, really good. So, we got to respect our opponents, but at the same time, if we can recognize what we are capable of and we focus on that, then we got a shot to beat anybody.
Take care of you.
Yeah.
And think good things will come. And I guess one last question here in terms of the region tournament. If you can upset Lebanon, that gets you there. That gets what you need. Now it's like elimination. First game's always elimination of every tournament. But then you'll have the Blackman-Cookeville winner, and again, 2 tough opponents.
Yeah.
But you're familiar with them, so you know them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll focus on Lebanon right now. We don't need to get too far ahead of ourselves.
Well, as an announcer, I have to try to,
and I want to get excited about it too. But we can beat anybody. But right now, we're focused on Lebanon.
Do you think last night's game is an indicator of what you really can do? I know they had a run.
I still think there's more. We got more in the tank.
Yeah.
Like I said, Rockville coming off the heels of Blackman, that was tough for them to bounce back and play against Stewarts Creek. And so we didn't necessarily get the best version of Rockville. But again, there's still more in our tank. Like Cam sat half the game.
Yeah.
She sat out she probably played, I don't know, maybe 18 minutes, 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So with that in mind and the fact that there's just so much more there that we can do. So.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it, and good luck against Lebanon. I know we're going to be there, and we'll be having the game on WGNS, but you're probably right. I think there's a little left and a little more in the tank to go reach out there, isn't there?
Yes, sir.
But that's coach too. That's the coach. That's just you being a coach too. I got you. All right. Good luck next week. Slone Starkey, the head coach of the Stewarts Creek Red Hawks. They had an impressive win over Rockville last night, and they'll be facing Lebanon. What night is that? Is that Monday?
Monday
night. Okay.
6 o'clock.
All right, and make that little drive to Lebanon. It's only 30 minutes.
Yeah, right up
like
840.
Yeah,
beautiful drive.
Make it quickly. All right. Well, this portion of the show has been brought to you by Middle Tennessee Electric, serving our community by providing affordable, reliable, and safe electricity. Online at mte.com, and we'll be right back.
Life's too short. Insurance. That's why Ray Call at Rayburn Insurance is here to make sure you have the right coverage without all the hassle. He'll work hard to provide you with personalized service and finding the best solutions for you and your family. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. Let him handle the details so you can focus on what really matters.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom designed jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's